Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And I'm Paul.
And this is another special installment of Morbid. With the lovely Paul Feig.
This is huge for me. Paul, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're fangirling over here.
Yeah, younger Alaina's dying inside.
I am fanning out here because I love your show so much. Your show has gotten myself and my team through so many hard times in the last couple of years.
I love you.
A lot of times, we do test screenings for these movies, and once we had to drive all the way to Phoenix, and all we did is listen to Morbid the whole way there and the whole way back.
That is so wild to me to hear. Seriously, thank you.
It's like we're returning a favor because you got us through some hard times too.
It's true. You continue to.
Oh, good.
Because, and I'm sure I need to know, do you get the, oh my God, you're Mr. Pool thing a lot? Or is that like a rare one?
Doesn't happen much, but weirdly, you know where it happens more than in anything is in London for some reason. Yeah, like I'll be on the tube and it's like, hey, you're Mr. Pool.
You're like, sure. So you're like, I am.
Kind of cool. Yeah, I'll take it.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Because it's so funny because as soon as we knew we were going to be doing this collab with you, I immediately was like,
Mr. Pool.
Mr. Pool. And my husband was like, he directed Bridesmaids. Like, he was like, what? He created Freaks and Geeks. Like, what? Why is that what that deep cut is what you're like freaking out about?
I'll take it. I will take any recognition whatsoever. Before that, I always got recognized. Everybody knew me from, there's a movie called Naked Gun 33 1/3, which was the third installment of these comedy movies. And I'm in the audience at an Oscars ceremony reacting. Because a friend of mine, they shot it later and they needed some funny reactions. And so everybody knew me from that. Nobody knew me from anything else I did. They're like, you're the guy from 33 and a third. It's like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That's awesome.
I love it. I still am a huge Sabrina the Teenage Witch gal, the original. And I had like a huge crush on Mr. Poole when I was little.
What? Oh my gosh.
So this is like a big deal for me.
Full circle.
We found the one person who liked Mr. Poole.
I could not understand. I could not understand the Mr. Poole was so annoying thing when they would do that constantly. I was like, he's not, guys.
Mr. Poole. Justice for Mr. Poole.
Yeah.
Well, because that was like early days of the internet when that show was on. And so they would do this photo gallery and they would post these photos and you could see how many people downloaded the photos. Every one of the cast members, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people. Mr. Poole was like 7,000.
And they were all there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was all me.
Excellent.
I love it. Well, one of the things that we wanted to talk about today, because you were kind enough to send me a copy and I'm obsessed with it, is your book, Cocktail Time.
Oh, thank you.
It's an amazing book. Like it's
so good.
Because it's a cocktail recipe book, but it's not. At the same, like it is, but it has a lot more in it, which I loved. Because you have stories, you have like how to get in the mood for certain cocktails. Like I love the entire thing. So
thanks.
Can you just tell us, because I know you love that like aesthetic and that whole culture. Yeah. So can you just kind of tell us where that comes from?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been obsessed with like grown up life. You know, that's like, you know, the subtitle of the book is, you know, the ultimate guide to grown up fun.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, it's, you know, like I just turned 60 this year. So, but, you know, my whole kind of adult life, I've watched guys my age try to be like teenagers, you know, and I'm like, well, what? That's not, I had a terrible time when I was a teenager. Last thing I want to do is keep those going. You know, so I just love kind of that grown up aesthetic. And to me, cocktails sort of represents that, you know, and as I say in the book, like you don't have to drink cocktails to, you know, to get something out of this book. It's really about how to throw a party, how to, you know, how to I don't know, make your life a little more grown up fun. And then there's a lot of really embarrassing stories in there too.
There are.
They're fun.
There's some great ones. Like that movie Ski Patrol, was it that you did in the 90s? Yes. One of my favorite things was that originally your character was just supposed to have like a perpetual boner throughout the whole movie.
Uncontrollable erections was the whole character description, which I had to do all these auditions, like ducking behind couches and being like, oh my gosh, and covering myself up. And it's like, fortunately, they decided to get rid of that.
They took a left turn,
explored the character a little more, you know?
I was dying.
A little deeper.
But I have to ask, I know you love martinis.
Ooh.
But do you have like a favorite drink in the book that is not a martini?
Yeah, I'm very partial to Negronis. I think those are really
Spagliato.
Good. Yeah, those are big on TikTok, right?
Yeah. Nicely
with
done.
With Prosecco in it.
Yes, exactly.
Prosecco instead of gin. Although I'm a gin guy, so I'll always go for.
I do like gin. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have my own brand of gin actually. So yeah, called Ardingstall's Brilliant London Dry Gin.
Oh yeah,
very cool.
Didn't it win an award?
Yeah, we won a ton of awards. Actually.
That's pretty badass.
We're slowly getting out into the world now, so you can go to ardingstallsgin.com to find us. I'm always selling. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
always be closing. Don't worry. We'll link it in the show notes so there you go. But I have to ask too, if you had to be a drink, what drink would you be?
Oh wow!
What do you think you would be?
I mean, I would probably be martini, but maybe I'd take a little switch on it and be like a Churchill martini or something, which is a little bit different. It's got a few extra ingredients in it.
I like that. A little pizzazz.
Cool. Alaina, what would you be? Have you thought about this?
That's a good question. I feel like I would be a Brandy Alexander.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Yeah.
I think the dessert
it's warm.
Drink.
It's desserty.
It is desserty.
It's intense.
It is intense. Yeah. I would be an espresso martini because it's like really, really like in your face and a little chaotic, but it goes down smooth.
Yes.
I like that.
Actually, I just did a party last night and a friend of mine requested a peppermint espresso martini, which I've never done, but I took my martini recipe and I took a half ounce of peppermint schnapps.
There you go.
And it was a home run.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
That does. Holiday.
I'm going to put that in my back pocket.
Yeah, I really like that. And just like to close out talking about alcohol, is there any kind of alcohol, because I feel like everyone has this, that you absolutely loathe, like that you had a bad experience with or you just don't like at all?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say this because it's such a popular, probably the most popular spirit we have right now, but tequila.
Nope, hate it.
I hate tequila.
Terrible hangovers from tequila. Oh my God.
The way it goes down, I feel like my throat and my chest is just lighting on fire. I'm like, this is not good.
It's not great. I just don't like the taste. I don't know what it is.
It's very
and then I've had some like kind of sipping tequilas, and those are kind of almost like a scotch, so you can kind of get around those. But the problem is tequila is always done in conjunction with something else, and like if tequila with beer, that's the worst hangover I've ever had in my life. It was tequila and beer, but then this is make you throw up. Grappa was thrown into the mix at one point during the evening. So
where were you?
I know, what were you doing?
I was in San Francisco for this kind of robot convention. A number of years ago, and just went nuts.
Iconic behavior.
Exactly. San Francisco's never welcomed me back.
You just closed it out there. You were like, all right, I did that.
That happened.
So, maybe because we were just talking about almost dying, this is a good little segue into some questions that we have that we kind of try to ask a lot of our guests, because I think it gives a lot of insight into people.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking about ghosts today.
Oh, great. Excellent.
And I have to know, what kind of ghost would you be? Would you be a sheet ghost? Would you be a Victorian child? A banshee? A poltergeist?
Oh, I like that. I mean, I'm too much of a people pleaser to be a poltergeist.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to pull that many pranks on people.
Yeah, they're usually not nice.
I try to be like the friendly ghost. I'd be Casper.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I feel like you'd be kind of like a sheet ghost.
Yeah.
Because that's always friendly. It's
totally.
Like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to help people out. Like I go find a secret, listen in on somebody else and come back like, oh, those people are conspiring again.
Get away from that person. I like that.
Yeah. And Casper makes a good breakfast. And for some reason, I get the impression that you would also make a great breakfast.
I do make a good breakfast.
I just
look at that. Yeah. It came across.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah. And a nice scrambled egg burrito with, some hot sauce and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got to have hot sauce.
Totally.
You got it.
Oh, yeah. I
love it.
Sauce.
Well, and then, so we're talking about a sheet ghost. We always get really funny answers to this. What would you wear if you were a sheet ghost? Would you be a straight up bed sheet ghost, just a quilt ghost, lace curtains, a tablecloth?
I mean, I guess I can't have an outfit if I'm a sheet ghost, right? I have to be.
You can have like a hat
if you
do
whatever you want.
Yeah.
Really, you're a ghost.
Can I have a top hat? I'll take a
Absolutely.
top hat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But a white top hat. So
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Suspect.
That's classy.
Then I could at least don my hat and tip it to.
I like that.
A monochromatic ghost. I love it.
I like that. I think that's great. I feel like that always gives good insight into who people are.
It does.
What kind of ghosts they're going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like it always is.
I love it.
I like that. I've never been asked that question before, so I'm very.
I love that.
I like it.
That was the plan.
It's a good one.
Well, moving away from that, because we will come back to ghosts. Trust me. We're going to talk about Michigan ghosts.
Oh, good.
So,
my home state.
Exactly. And actually, I'm segueing myself and I'm not even meaning to. So this is working out really well. Speaking of Michigan. Let's talk about Freaks and Geeks.
Okay.
So my husband had no idea, but he loves Freaks and Geeks. He had no idea that you created it. So he's now downstairs having like an existential meltdown. He was like, that's who you're talking to, freaking out.
I love
Geeks. He loved it. I will. But I know that I personally have not met a reboot that I liked or wanted to hang out with. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you feel the same.
I feel the same way. That's why there's never been more Freaks and Geeks.
Exactly. So I know a lot of people probably ask you, would there be one? Because everybody wants one. And I feel like we all want it, but then we get it and we're like, why did I ask for that?
Mm-hmm. That's the problem in life, though. We all think we want, everybody wants, that. They want another Bridesmaids. I'm like, hey, we got away with those.
And if it's
just
great,
cut your losses sometimes.
All good things come to an end.
Yeah, and it's sometimes it's it's like Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. It was great, and it was always great, and that's it. It's we don't, just let it be always great. But
yeah, totally.
If there was going to be a reboot, I realized that it was set in 1980, and it came out in 99, 2000. So if we're sticking with the same kind of time jump, it would end up being them in the year 2000.
Yeah.
Which is kind of different than reboots now. Because, I don't want to see anybody now.
No.
Now sucks a little bit. Nobody wants to see that. But, 2000s with, Razor phones and, Blockbuster. and illegally downloading music. I'm like, that's not that bad.
That could work.
That could be fun. The whole plot could be them dealing with Y2K.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
right? That'd be a
I
good one.
So if you were to do it, would you want to set it in that time, or would you bring it to now? Or is it just a bad idea all around?
Well, I mean, we'll leave it aside whether it's a good idea or not. But I would probably do it in 2000. What I like about doing period stuff is you have a very limited amount of culture you can pull from. So you know all the best songs, you know all the stars that sort of kept going, and the TV shows that stood the test of time, or the ones you can make fun of that people thought were going to be good and now aren't. That's more fun to me, because when you do something that's modern day, it's always this thing, oh, there's this band, this hot new band, and they want a song in or whatever. And it's just like, but then by the time you come out, that song's, failed, or nobody liked it,
right?
or everybody's used it a million times. We had that happen on something. I was doing something, and we worked really hard to get this music, and right before we came out, it showed up on like a string cheese commercial.
Oh,
come on.
Oh, come on.
Like,
and oh yeah, you stole that from the string cheese commercial. I was like, God damn it.
Like, yeah, definitely.
They
That's
stole
what
it from us.
Yeah, I feel like it dates itself when it's like to now.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah.
I like the period stuff. Yeah,
I think 20 years in the past is a good chance for things to have blossomed and taken hold, if you will.
Exactly. And I feel like that's like really the only time that those kind of reboots would work, is like the nostalgia stuff. Because again, now is just like, I don't want to see now.
Yeah.
Like we're all living now. We don't need
everything
now.
doing well, it seems to not take place now.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess I don't know when Wednesday takes place, but it feels like it's some other time.
It does. You're right.
I feel like that's like timeless. Like it doesn't even have, which I also love when things
you
can't
just
like,
don't know.
Yeah, you can't like pinpoint when they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the word, honestly, especially with comedy, the mistake that gets made a lot of times is when you first start out in comedy, you become very referential to culture, to pop culture. But what happens then is you're only funny as long as your audience knows what you're talking about. And I'm 60 years old. I was a stand-up comedian back in my 20s, and I really I was really unique at the time because I made fun of the 70s, and at that time everybody was making fun of the 60s. So everybody's like, oh my gosh, you're so forward thinking, all that. But now, if I do it now, nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about. Or if you're making pop culture references, that's why they say comedy doesn't really travel internationally, because if you're making too many references about your culture, then nobody knows what you're talking about somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes
sense. But either way, I agree with you. I think if you did it, it would have to be 20 years in the past. But I'm of the same mind you are, that it's like, it was great.
It was perfect.
And it will always be great.
Yeah. Step away. Yeah. I always said the only great ending for a show I've ever seen was that was completely satisfying was the last episode of 6 Feet Under.
Yeah, that show.
Because they showed how each character died. And you're like, now it's done.
It's over. Never do this again.
Yeah, like that's it. That is such a good show. I love that show.
That was great.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Speaking of good shows slash movies,
Oh, boom.
Sliding in here. School of Good and Evil.
Oh, thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
Love it. I'm a huge, I love fantasy stuff. Immediately I get sucked into it. And this one gives you, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. Watch it immediately. It has awesome people. Charlize Theron is in it.
Duh.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. And
Kerry Washington.
Michelle Yeoh. I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it has amazing people in it. And it gives you that warm, fuzzy fantasy feeling where you feel like you can go in your closet to Narnia. You're just I feel like it's going to happen. It's so good. But
thanks so much.
You're welcome. And are you usually drawn to, because I know people usually get drawn to a certain character. Are you drawn to villains or are you drawn to heroes usually in these kind of things?
It's a great question. I mean, I love villains are great, but my thing with villains is you got to make sure in general, and this movie is actually kind of different for me than most because my villain's just villainous, because he is evil incarnate. But normally I'm always trying to figure out how do you make the villain not relatable, but understandable, because, it's the fascinating thing. I love your show is these people generally, unless they're just horrendous, and obviously we've had a few of those. Yeah. Everybody thinks they have a reason why they're doing something that is good to them. It's obviously a terrible reason, but so I'm always trying to figure out how do you make that villain three-dimensional in that way. And also, I always like to try to kind of have a little redemption for somebody at the end, even if they get their comeuppance. It's like at the end of Spy, it's just the fact that Melissa McCarthy and Rose Byrne just have this little detente between them. They got to respect each other. Yeah. So, and I kind of like that. So, but I'm more drawn to heroes. The hardest thing in the world in a movie is the bad guy plot. I'm working with a writer right now who is one of the top writers in Hollywood, and she's always like, the bad guy plot. That's the fucking hardest part because it's always he's gonna end the world or whatever. We've seen the same bad guy plot over and over again. So how do you make it relatable and feel right? So but you can't have a movie without a great villain. So.
It's true, and I'm the same way that if it's just a straight villain with no redeemable quality and nothing else, it's boring because you're well, I don't want them to win, so it's bye,
lose.
Go ahead and lose. I don't care.
Mustache twirling. I'm just they just want to create chaos. They have to have a reason why they want to create chaos.
Exactly. So you can at least have some kind of back and forth with it. Yeah. But so you would say you're an effer if you had to. Yeah. If you had to pick, right?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
We took the quiz.
I believe that. We took the quiz. I'm a never.
Which checks. And I am a never, which also checks.
Yeah, you're a never. I'm a never.
Yeah. Although I was pretty on the line.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, good. Well, look, nevers are cooler, definitely. They're cooler. They got a more fun attitude on life. And that's what made us laugh about this movie is the Evers are actually really assholes.
See, that's why I'm towing the line.
But they look great.
Go. It's all mixed up.
They look great, though.
They do.
Yeah. There's that. But honestly, everyone go watch School of Good and Evil. It's so good. I know everybody has seen Bridesmaids. Everybody has seen everything else. But seriously, School of Good and Evil is such a good addition to your repertoire.
Thank you. Yeah, and like you say, it's streaming on Netflix right now, waiting for you. 2 hours and 15 minutes of fun, and then
go watch it.
10 minutes of credits.
That's the perfect timing of a movie.
And hopefully, do you know if there will be more of those, or is it just kind of...
That's the hope. We're writing it right now. We're writing the sequel right now, but still waiting to hear if they want to do it. But they've ordered it. So
that's amazing.
they ordered the script. Let's say.
That's amazing.
Fingers crossed.
Very nice.
So everybody keep watching it. So that it keeps going.
Well, that's honestly, if you could help us out and we'll watch it again, then that would be great. Not you personally, my friend.
Yeah, if you've seen it, throw it on again. Just let it play.
That's exactly it. We did that opening weekend. We just had it on in our office. And just keep turning it on.
When you leave work or when you leave for work, just put it on.
Just let it keep looping around. Yeah.
The dog or the cat can enjoy it.
Yeah, we leave the TV on for the cats. I'll put it on for them.
Yeah, everybody will do it. I think that's great. But yeah, I think definitely go get the book, Cocktail Time. We'll link all of these things in the show notes too, so everybody can get to it easily. But with that, thank you for chatting with us about all that stuff. But now we want to scare the crap out of you. Woo.
Oh, please do. I'm ready. I've only recently got into scary movies and horror because as a kid, I was so afraid of it. I always assumed something scary was going to be so scary that I would just die.
Me too. I get
that. Haunted house. Yeah, totally. And like scary movies, but only like in my 50s that I finally go, I got to watch these. And I'm good friends with Jordan Crucchiola, who does this Disaster Girls podcast, and I love them. She and Alana, it's Amanda, who do it, and she's always going, you got to watch these. And so I started, and what's it's great is they're never as scary as I think they're going to be.
It's always better when
it's
you're
more
like,
fun.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, can I say I watched what I think is, for me, the scariest movie I've ever seen just the other day.
Ooh.
Have you heard of a movie called Fall?
No, I don't
I
think so.
think I've heard of that.
It came out this year. Again, nobody saw it. It got no like marketing or anything.
I'm gonna Google it.
It's about two young women who are kind of like free climbers who decide they're going to climb this 2,000-foot TV tower in the middle of nowhere and get stranded at the top of it.
Oh.
I have a major fear of heights.
Yeah, same.
And it's traumatized. I mean, I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
No, that looks terrifying.
That's as similar to like The Descent, if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
The Descent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went into cardiac arrest. Like that was I can barely make it through that movie. It's so claustrophobic and
it's so stressful. I mean, I find like stressful is worse than scary.
It is.
Because it's scary with you're going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, exactly. If you haven't seen The Ritual, I think it's on Netflix. It's a really good one.
Okay.
That's one of those that they keep the monster from you for the whole movie. You don't really see it. You just
that's
kind of like
scarier.
get the tension. And then when it's revealed, it's actually a really good reveal.
All right.
It's like one of the few.
The Ritual.
Yeah. It's a really good one.
Write that down.
Excellent.
Just in case you're looking for recommendations.
There you go.
But now we're going to scare the crap out of you with some ghosts. And feel free to interrupt, to say whatever you'd like while we're telling you these stories. Don't feel like you have to sit there silently or anything.
Being scared.
Like, covering your eyes.
Because we interrupt each other all the time while we're telling stories, obviously. So
even when it's not a good time, just
I have something to say. So we're going to be talking about Dice Road, which is in Merrill. I don't know if you've heard about this. No. But so Dice Road is an unpaved stretch of really country road. It's between Saginaw and Midland in Michigan.
Oh, yep. I know Saginaw.
And there is a home in Merrill that, along with the road itself, is documented to be one of the most haunted in the country.
Really?
Which I had no idea.
I'm already terrified. You said dirt road and I got scared.
Dirt road, dirt country road.
I wonder how that happens. Were there a lot of accidents along that road or murders along that road?
I don't know. That's the thing. Because when I looked it up, there's a lot of like legends associated with it. Like there's a lot of like a witch lived here or some lady died in a car accident and is now roaming, but you don't find any actual like newspaper reports to corroborate that. But
small town legends are fantastic.
The best.
Oh, yeah.
The best. Because too, they have to come from something, like some little nugget of truth.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah. This one, this haunted house is very well documented. Like old newspapers, there's police reports associated with it. There's like documentaries about it. Like and I had no idea it existed until I started looking into this. I was like, what? All right.
Was there some like famous reclusive old lady or man that lived there?
That's the wild thing. There's like a family who lived there, but there is like an old lady across the street who they think was a witch. That may have been.
Witches get such a bad rap.
So
they
the
really
Texas
do.
Chainsaw Massacre family in one place, and then a witch across
and then
the
a witch
street.
across the street.
I might
it was
want to live
her
in that
fault.
neighborhood. Actually. It
Sounds interesting, to be honest. Well, the guy who owned this home this mainly happened in the 70s, like all the main activity, which I feel like everything like crazy happened in the 70s.
That checks.
Of course.
Like serial killers, ghosts, all that stuff. So this guy's name was Harold Pomeranning, and he owned the home in question in 1974. He was terrorized for a while he lived there. There was loud banging on the outsides of the home and insides of the home. There was unexplained and disembodied voices. Furniture and other objects would just move about freely. Walls would crack open out of nowhere.
Oh, God.
What?
Really?
Yeah, and the floors apparently jumped as if like explosions were occurring under them.
Like not in the cute casita way from Encanto.
Yeah, not like in
A little different.
No.
Like a foot massage. No,
Yeah, like nobody was like singing and dancing in here. It was like small explosions happening under the house.
My oh my.
And there were fires that would just light inside the house.
What?
Like spontaneous combustion. Yeah. Like
Paul goes, huh.
Spontaneous combustion. You don't
Did
say.
anybody spontaneously combust, though? I'm
No
always
person
fascinated
did.
with that.
That
Okay.
is the most fascinating thing to me. I still haven't done a deep dive into spontaneous
you
human
should.
combustion,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna.
That was always in school. That was the favorite book in the library.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, a chair with ashes and then
Just
2
shoes.
feet, like in the bottom. Exactly.
There's so many photos with just the shoes. I don't know why those always survive, but that's why my dad always said, like, get good shoes. Buy good shoes.
You burn from the ankles up,
Yeah,
apparently.
that'll be all that's left. But it also had several reports that were filed to the Saginaw Sheriff's Office about this house, and they're all documented. So it really began one night when this family woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of pounding and then shattering glass. So they immediately thought someone was breaking in, obviously.
Yeah.
And they went into the kitchen, and the dad found that the kitchen window had been absolutely shattered. But they called the police. No one's around. They didn't see anyone outside. And when the police were called, there was no evidence that anyone had been anywhere near it or thrown anything at the glass. But it had just shattered. It was like
Did it shatter in?
it did. It
or
shattered
just-
inside. So
it.
they thought somebody must have done something from the outside, obviously.
Yeah.
But nothing was thrown into the house. There was no evidence that somebody was standing. And I believe when it happened, they said there was either snow on the ground or it was like muddy, something that would have shown
Oh.
like evidence that somebody was
Footprints.
under that window.
Yeah.
And there was no evidence of it.
Weird.
Yeah. They couldn't find anything.
They launched it from the woods.
Yeah, there you go.
And then it disappeared.
They had like a potato gun and they just shot it through.
An invisible potato gun.
There you go.
Somebody ate the potato. and then the dog
It's
ate
real
the potato.
quick. It was like ghosts. But on Halloween night in 1974, reports were filed with the police about banging heard on the home again. No shattering glass, just banging, like someone was hitting the sides of the house. Officers found no people, no animals, nothing that could cause it. And there was no evidence again of anyone being around the house. So at first they're like, you guys sound crazy. Like maybe that's I think you're just calling us to have us come out here.
They're like, it's Halloween, you're being goofy.
Yeah, they were like,
Yeah, big fans of the cops. I run them over all the time.
you're being silly and goofy. But January 5th, 1975, a report was filed after several officers from the Lansing department stayed at the home because between Halloween and then they'd gotten so many reports that they started bringing officers to the home to like stake it out.
Wow.
Because they were like, either you're disrupting our jobs and calling us for no reason, or something's going on here and we need to know. So a bunch of these Lansing police officers stayed at the home, and they had switched out with deputies from another shift.
Yeah.
And they reported hearing, and there's a police report that they filed, the police officers, saying they heard 13 blasts in the house.
What?
Really?
And the end of the officer's report says, quote, "At this time, there is nothing further I can add."
13 blasts, that's all.
That's it. That's all we heard. And they couldn't explain it.
First of all, this is my new movie, which is
Right?
a bunch of cops go to stay in a haunted house to see if it's really haunted.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. I would watch
Come
that.
on. That's got to be the greatest.
That's a great film, truly. Netflix, get on this. But, and at the end of the report, just say, at this time, there is nothing further that I can add. Just heard
end.
some stuff. But they had members of the state FBI unit also come in, and they reported hearing explosions and blasts around and in the house.
But no
with no evidence
source.
to what it could be.
Wow.
So that was weird. And then January 21st, the same year, the Saginaw News ran a front page story about the home with the title, "Haunted House Remains a Mystery at Merrill."
Fun.
So this was like only a couple weeks after that had happened, but it had gotten around that this place was scary. And in the article, deputies are quoted saying they heard some of Harold's, like they heard someone calling Harold's, like the name Harold's, but they just heard it like around, and nobody was around. They could hear it like almost like it was all around them,
But couldn't find the source.
and they said it felt like it was kind of like closing in on them, people just saying Harold.
Oh.
And they were like, what? And they even talk about how deputies parked all their cars around the home because they were like, we need to see every inch of this. And they heard the banging begin, and still they were surrounding the house. And they could hear the banging, but nothing is happening.
That's wild. Now, what did they call it? Scientists in there?
They did eventually bring in some researchers, but one deputy said they were, quote, and this is where it gets weird. The deputy said they were told, quote, to say nothing to anyone about what we heard or saw.
What?
By their superiors.
One of those government cover-ups.
One of those
There we go.
things. So, like, what is that?
Or they don't want to instill like public panic.
I don't know, because the
Right.
public was panicking. They were like, all the neighbors were like, we wouldn't go near that house. Like, my parents wouldn't let me play with the kids at their house. Like, they had to come to ours. Yeah. It got like real weird.
This is truly so 70s, though. Like you
Yeah,
said,
it is.
The most
having grown up in the
70s.
70s, I feel like we heard these kind of stories a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Now, police and firefighters investigated the home, and the reports over the years, they found no footprints, no indication people were in the home. The fire department was trying to figure out what the fires starting were happening. They could find no cause for this. They couldn't even find where it was originating. They would just find something burned, or they would come in and see a fire burning. Some of them even reported that firefighters actually witnessed a fire start.
Wow.
In front of them. And they couldn't
And then they
figure
would just
out how.
go out?
And it would either burn out or they would have to put it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so freaky.
In fact, speaking of fires, one incident happened in the evening of February 23rd, 1975, while the family was getting ready to go to church. And this makes me think, like, is it a daemon?
I was going to say, as soon as you said
I'm like,
that.
uh-oh. Because a roll of toilet paper just caught fire. Like a roll of toilet paper.
Said you're not going to church today.
And you're also not wiping your ass. So I think I don't know if that's connected, but you're not doing it.
No fun will be had.
It's just a prankster, really.
Yeah.
Just wants everybody to walk around
Like, this will be
pants.
funny.
It's like-
But Harold's wife, Mabel, and their son, Dwayne, smelled smoke from the bathroom while they were getting ready and found half a roll of toilet paper on fire and the rest burnt. And also, a few tiles in the bathroom had popped off the wall as
Wow.
well.
From the heat, you think, or from
I don't.
the
They don't
demon?
know. I think the demon. I like it. Was it the demon or the heat?
The demon or the heat? Which one? What came first?
You know,
That
it could have
demon
been
heat,
either.
exactly.
That demon heat. There you go. And I guess the curtain that was like near the window near the toilet, that was also burned. So it had traveled. Now, there was an official report fired for this, and the fire department as well as police came to investigate. And in their report, it says verbatim, this is when they say that they brought like somebody to actually take a peek at this. They said, it should be noted that 2 members of the Duke University Physical Research Foundation from Durham have been conducting extensive testing at the residence to determine the source of the strange noises and strange occurrences taking place there. It is felt by all parties involved that there is some supernatural phenomena occurring at this location, and that it could also be the cause of the fires which have occurred. It is the understanding of the undersigned officer that the burning of the roll of toilet paper is next to humanly impossible when it is rolled up in the normal toilet paper type roll, as it is unable to get sufficient oxygen to produce enough heat to sustain burning. However, tests will be made in regard to the roll of toilet paper by undersigned officer. And the humanly impossible thing was said by the state fire marshal. He said this is humanly impossible to happen.
That's
Right.
terrifying. Why
Yeah.
did they still live in this home?
They did get out eventually.
That was my question.
Right?
That's always the question.
Like, obviously, you can't just go buy a house, but I would camp in the woods over that, and I don't even camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do we know like how often were these things happening? Was it happening like every day, or was it like a month would go by and it would happen?
I guess it was like pretty routinely they would hear the banging and like things moving and stuff. And that like floor thing would happen a lot. But then the
then I'd be
fire
out of
things
there.
were
I'd-
like
I'd be gone.
that's
Yeah.
it. And the fire thing is like
You know, the fire thing is there too.
combustion happened like monthly, and I feel like that's enough for me.
That's a sign that
Yeah.
you should dip.
That's no, I would be out of
I'd
there.
get out of the house, as they say. Exactly.
And they did eventually, luckily.
Imagine how many rolled ankles from that floor.
but just jumping.
Yeah, I roll my ankles just
Yeah.
standing. I can't imagine if my floor moved.
And
I
did
wonder,
they?
like, how fluid would the floor be if it was wooden? Would it like? I wonder if planks would pop up, or
Yeah.
would it just
or
almost
if it would just like feel
undulate?
that like
Like an earthquake
Yeah.
almost.
yeah, almost like when there's a
Oh,
like
yeah.
a washer dryer or something on the floor underneath
Yeah,
you, and you
yeah.
kind of feel
Vibrate.
the vibration. Maybe,
Yeah.
But that would go along with like
Faulty
those
boiler.
yeah, those weird explosions happening.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
and what is exploding? Is something exploding and we don't know it? Like to this
Where?
day,
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Is there like an
What's this demon doing?
underground thing? I know this demon needs to explain themselves. 'Cause
Maybe it's
I
otherworldly
don't get it.
popcorn is being made.
Hell popcorn is happening. It's really intense.
That'd be great.
Well, Well, Captain Fred Clark of the Saginaw County Sheriff's Department said, quote, "I would say to a doubter, in case any of you are doubters, not to doubt. There are a lot of things that happen in this world that are unexplainable. And I would also say that many of these things were not to know."
I mean, yeah, I agree.
I'm like, all right, yeah, sure, but I want to know. Like, I want to know what's going on.
Curiosity,
It kind
man.
of sounds like a cop saying, I'm not going to work on this anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? Don't doubt it. We didn't lie. But
I
I'm
like
not
it.
going in there.
And I'm outta here.
Yeah, that's that. Don't ask me about it anymore. A retired sergeant of the Saginaw Sheriff's Department, Charles Frisbee, was quoted as saying,
Great name.
great name,
That is
right?
sorry.
Charles Frisbee.
He should be in your films.
Officer Frisbee.
He's in.
Yeah, you got to. He said, quote, "This Dice Road corridor is kind of strange. We have the cemetery on one end and the Pomeranning home up the road. I heard the noise. I saw stuff out there. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll tell you one thing. I saw it." Which they're all very cryptic.
They are.
Yeah,
They don't tell you
yeah.
much, but they tell you everything.
They belong in a film because they're all very like just those one-liners and then walk away into
Yeah.
the mist.
They belong in a soap.
Their hair came out, it was all white.
No, another official complaint said that the family heard voices through the walls that, quote, "something or someone was talking and threatening to kill Harold and his family and also banging on the walls."
Leave.
This is when I think they started packing up.
Bye.
But
Yeah.
they had to wait a little bit. So the family had the electric company and Michigan Bell out to investigate because they were like, maybe it's some kind of weird
Faulty
electrical
wiring.
thing. Or
Yeah.
they found no disturbances to explain the things that they were experiencing. And then the Pomerannings had priests come in because that's always like your last ditch effort is like, just
not?
bring the clergy in. Let's see what happens.
Throw the priest at it.
Yeah, why not? But they said the nights after the house were blessed were some of the worst nights they had.
Oh,
Which I'm like, that's a demon.
That's a demon.
You got a
Yeah.
demon, sir.
Hello, you've been demoned.
Yeah, that's absolutely a demon.
This literally should be the plot of the next Conjuring movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Per se.
They had
really
to
a
have gotten
couple in
some
there.
inspiration from here.
They need Patrick Wilson, exactly.
Yeah, like some Amityville.
This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. The best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. Comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for almost every occasion. Quince makes it easy to create a summer wardrobe that you'll love, with elevated essentials made from premium materials like European linen, organic cotton, and washable silk, without the traditional retail markup. I love that! Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces that you absolutely will reach for all summer long. I absolutely love their linen. I have so many pairs of their linen pants, which you can dress up or you can dress down in the summer. Like, say you're going to a nice dinner, you can pair it with like a silk shirt, a really cute necklace, some good, makeup and an updo. Or if you're just looking for a more casual look, you can do the linen pants with like a loose button-up shirt and you still look really chic, kind of like, I don't know, Diane Keaton vibes, I kind of think. Also, it's not just apparel. Quince also offers elevated essentials for your home, from bedding and bath to kitchen essentials and furniture. They have it all, honey. I am a big lover of Quince, and I really do think you will be too. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/morbid for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/morbid for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/morbid.
This is very Amityville.
Yeah.
Like the walls cracking and stuff.
That's creepy.
I'm like, did they bleed too?
I know, like a
what
ruse.
happened here? But they also had more researchers come in to see if there was any logical explanation, and they had stayed overnight at the home to witness everything firsthand, and no one could explain it, but no one could deny that it was happening either. They all came out and said, I heard it, I saw it, I felt it, I smelled it, but I don't know what it is.
Wow.
And
it's an aggressive demon,
yes,
or possessor, whatever it is, because usually it's like Mr. Ed, reference, where like he won't talk in front of anybody else, but us. Like it was apparently maybe it was an old actor. Or
I know, right?
You never know.
Or it was like, it definitely wasn't a toddler when you're trying to be like, hey, tell everybody those amazing words that you know how to say, and they're like.
And climb up.
You're like, I swear, you're such a genius. But yeah, this demon was ready to show anybody and everybody. It almost seemed like it was showing off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Especially to like the priests.
Yeah,
and
like,
I'll show you.
Firefighters come in and it's like, look, I can start a fire. Look.
And I can put it out.
Police come over and it's like, look, I can mock a home invasion. Look,
we don't need you.
It just molds to whoever comes in.
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe he was just trying to get a job.
Yeah, maybe. He's like, I can do all of this.
Look how great I am.
Yeah, I can start a fire and put it out.
I am a multifaceted daemon.
Diamond. Now, the police department actually put the home under constant surveillance, but at one point they didn't let the family know they were doing this because then they were trying to be like, okay, maybe we will catch them kind of messing around. Like, I don't know. But there was times when the family would request that they would survey the home, but sometimes they did it without them knowing. And one time when Sergeant Frisbee there, our guy
Frisbee.
Charles, he was he's always there. He was doing watch outside the home. And he said, as he pulled into the driveway, the big outside light that was over the door just went out. And he was like, oh, maybe it's like a motion thing or something. But he heard a weird noise when it happened. So he went over to it. And he realized that it had literally exploded when he had driven into the driveway. Like the light had just exploded.
Wow.
And he was like, so it didn't just go out.
No, well, it
literally
did,
combusted just as I drove in the drive. He's like, I watched it with my two eyes.
Wow.
Like, saw it.
Went out forever.
Jeez.
Went out forever. Neighbors, like I said, who grew up near the Pomerannings said they wouldn't even go in the yard. They would not go near this place. And there was a story shared in the documentary that you guys have to watch. I'll link it in the show notes.
Oh, there's a documentary.
There is. It's a really interesting
excellent.
one, too.
Oh, fun.
And a family friend whose dad was a homicide detective said that Harold, the dad of this family, had told his father, who was the homicide detective, that a woman who lived across the street from their home asked about buying the house at one point.
And they told her no.
And the Pomerannings were not selling their home. So they were like, oh, no, we're like not selling because we're going to live with this demon for a little while.
She was like, you will be soon.
Yeah, like we want to see if we can make this work.
Out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We haven't bonded yet. We're going to see if we can get there. If not, we'll talk. But she was aggravated. She like really wanted to buy this house. And she repeatedly kept coming back and getting more and more aggressive about asking to buy the property. And he was like, we're not selling, lady. Like, go away. And she was pissed when they refused. So Harold believed that she may have cursed the home because he was like, maybe she's a witch and she cursed the home. And one of the other neighbors in the dock said this woman actually had told her personally that she was a practicing witch.
Okay.
And she referred to it as, quote, an ordained witch.
We're not
which
ordained.
I was like, what the hell does that mean? I was like, is that like,
It's very official.
No.
I was like, do you have a card?
Who
Like,
ordains you?
Yeah. Do you have a license to
Yeah, like,
practice?
where do I find that website online?
I was like, an ordained witch. Like
ordainedwitch.com.
seems very like counterintuitive. I don't know.
Sure.
She's like that lady out of Drag Me to Hell. Remember
Yes, that's exactly it. And I'm like, did she just walk up to you? Like, because this woman is like an adult now. And I was like, so were you a child? And she just came up to you and was like, hey, girl,
I'm a witch.
I'm an
Nice to meet ya.
ordained witch. Just letting you know.
The
Like,
card.
yeah, like, and this, I don't know. But people in the area saw her, which I was like, okay, well, this could be me. Because they were like, I was like, I don't know about this. People were like, yeah, she loved being in the cemetery. She would walk through it at night. And I was like, well, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
Get off her back.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe she was visiting someone. Leave her alone.
And she apparently had 3 big black X's above her garage door,
That's pretty iconic.
which is pretty iconic.
Yeah,
But
I
like,
was going to say.
all right. You know, like, whatever.
Just live and let live, all right?
I don't know. But apparently, so that was their whole explanation for it. They were like, this is what happened. This lady cursed them.
The exes were just teenagers vandalizing her home.
If I can intervene for a second, if you put a curse on a place, are you like unleashing demons on them? Like, or is the curse just like the floor will jump around? Like,
That's what I
know.
would think.
Yeah.
Like, I would think, I don't think that a curse would be like, I'm going to summon a demon from the underworld to come live with you.
Well, I would think the curse is just what you deserve, like the rule of 3 by 3.
That's true.
So what she got from them, she gave back by 3.
Which it's like, if that's the case, just
they were
saying I'm
pretty
not
rude
going to
to her.
sell you my house, that's like pretty...
Yeah.
It sounds like there's more to that story.
It's pretty disproportionate.
It is, but we don't know how rude Harold was and what their neighborly. Maybe there had to have been a reason she really wanted that house.
Yeah, and the way I see it is this might be bullshit.
Also that.
And that either she came over and was like, "Can I buy the house?" And they were like, "We're not selling," and she was like, "That sucks," and then just walked away.
And they were like, "She's a witch."
She's a witch.
Yeah, it's like a witch, and that is like Salem 1692, and they're just like, "Well, that's that." But I think it was just like someone trying to come up with a reason. I don't think it was actually. I don't think she actually cursed it or
she
made
was
any
targeted.
kind of like. I think.
Well,
she was
Harold's
targeted.
getting kind of a clean slate on this.
He is.
Was he a jackass or was he? You know?
I guess Harold was not a bad guy. Like I get that's the other reason I don't think he was like super mean to this lady, because it doesn't sound like he was a mean guy. Like
I don't know.
He cared about his family, at least. He was trying to protect them.
Maybe something happened in that house before they bought it.
Yeah.
And it was like all the lingering energy.
Or on that land.
Yeah, that land.
Did he really care about his family though?
I know. You're like, let's go back for a second. How
Hey,
much?
honey, maybe we take a motel.
Yeah, maybe not. Because once the thing starts like threatening your family, I think it's time to go live in the woods for a little while.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I would do.
yeah,
Or even a family member. Like, hey, mom, can we stay with you? Our house is threatening to kill us.
she's like, no, sorry, I
Don't bring that here.
But I will say they didn't last long in the house. This happened in a very short period of time. So like,
Okay.
I guess they did their best because they lasted a little over a year. And then they were out of the house. So this wasn't like years and years of him being like, well, you know, like,
All right, Harold,
it
we
was
get
probably like they're trying to come up with reasons for this. But then a fire in the home actually caused them to have to move out. It was a large fire.
Ooh, that's scary.
And kind of like chase them out. And what's really sad is that Harold actually passed away shortly after leaving the home of a heart attack.
Oh, no.
And family and like neighbors think that it could have been like a breakdown from the events that they experienced in the house.
Yeah, that's a lot of stress.
Yeah. Which now the owners, I won't say their names just because like, I don't know. I think they still live there.
Yeah.
They've been there for more than like 40 years. So
And have they experienced anything?
and I think if they have experienced things, then they're not, I don't think they're talking about it, but they're still there.
I think Harold had an enemy in the underworld, or the netherworld.
Kind of sounds that way.
Something went down.
Well, and I think one of the owners now, one of their family members did say that the only thing that they know that happened in the house, like of late, is that there was some strange things, like things getting moved around, but nothing like very aggressive. But they said there was an antique radio that wasn't plugged in, and it would go and it turns on by itself.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's my nightmare right there.
Yeah. When it's not plugged in and it's turning on, I'm like, oh
Nope, that's not for me.
Yeah, that's not for me.
Oh, I got like serious chills from that.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a little scary. But they do say that there's a ghost of a woman that people have seen over the years that is not associated with the house, but is associated with the road. But I think maybe there's something
Potential
connection here. Like, why is
Yeah.
she just independent from this crazy haunted house that's sitting on the road?
Right.
Like, I don't know. But they don't really know a lot about her, like, origin story. There's like she was like a jilted lover and like her lover died, or she's a mom who lost her baby. There's all different iterations
Or
of
his
like
name was Harold.
or his name was Harold. But they've seen her over the years. People see her at the cemetery at the end of the road, and she's usually just walking around in weird hours, wandering in the woods. She looks sad. I'm also like, is this the lady from across the house?
That's what I was going to say. Still in the cemetery.
Or is this her ghost? Is she even alive still? Ooh, what's going on here? And then the one story I could find that was actually in like a little bit of like an old newspaper clipping was there was this woman named Anna Rhodes Millerton, and she actually killed herself in 1830 after losing her lover,
Harold.
Harold.
No, I'm
there
kidding.
you go.
And
Telling you.
And this is the one that they think is roaming the cemetery. Like she could be.
Oh, I see.
And then I'm like, was the old lady even real? Or was she a ghost and she came over?
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I like that.
Just
I think
that's a good theory.
Yeah. And a lot of local residents won't even go down this road at night because they say it's so scary and you get like a weird feeling on that road.
I mean, I would not go down that road during the day.
I would absolutely go down that road.
Of course you would. That checks.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I wonder if the people who bought that house know any of this, and if they hear this episode, will they be moving out immediately?
Well, they'd
Right.
be like,
You're like, wait a second.
Wait, is that us?
wait a second.
Sweetie, that sounds like our house.
I don't
I
know
thought
if
you was like
they're
burning toilet paper.
You're like, Jesus, I thought you did that specially for me. But I thought it was
Warm me
romantic. But there is that documentary. It's called A Haunting on Dice Road. It's by Steve, and I think his name is Steve Prozac Shippey.
It's pretty fucking awesome. That's another character.
Son of Mr. Frisbee. Exactly.
But I don't know if the family now has anything to do with the documentary. I didn't watch the whole thing, but maybe they're a part of it. I don't know. But that is the case of that haunted house, and I want to go and see it, but people live there.
I think we should contact them and say, hey, can I come over?
Yeah, it's like an unsolved mystery. I want closure on this.
That's the thing. I tried to look too to see if anybody had brought like a Ouija board in there, which I know
Right.
you're like very against.
No, I'm not doing that.
But like
But yeah,
somebody
I want,
else,
like, did someone?
yeah, like get some answers, talk to
Right.
someone, have any like ghost hunters come. They probably can't because there's a family living there, and I don't think the family's like, sure, come on in.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
yeah, you think
speak
those
to spirits.
shows would be all over this. Exactly.
Yeah,
Those
but
people that go in.
this is just one of those that we have to be like, what the hell was that?
For real.
A demon. That's the answer.
A demon.
It was a demon.
Well,
We're going to call it right here.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I know. That was freaky.
Yeah, so Dice Road.
I don't think my hotel that I'm going to tell you about has any fires or sporadic combustions, but it's pretty haunted.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you about the Holly Hotel. Have you been there?
Ooh, Holly, Michigan?
Yes.
Oh, I've been to Holly. I haven't been to the Holly Hotel.
All right. Well, let me tell you about it then. The Holly Hotel was built and founded by a man named John Hurst back in 1892. So lots of time for haunting. And way back then, Holly was... Oh, I just closed out of my document.
You're like, forget
No,
it.
boy.
Never mind. Let me leave you on your
It's
edge.
haunted, I tell you.
That's it.
That's it.
It's just old.
So way back then, Holly was just starting to kind of boom and really become like a hustle and bustle in town because of the new railroad lines that were passing through. And the area near the hotel, especially nearby Martha Street, started really going crazy with activity once that railroad was installed. And soon enough, over 25 trains would pass through Holly daily, which was a lot back then. And to take advantage of this clear opportunity, the town started building saloons and bars and hotels for all these patrons, which kind of led to Martha Street becoming a bit of a hotspot for drunken fights and just like straight up violence.
You know, the 1800s of it all.
1800's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody had anything better to do. So before long, the street would actually become known as Battle Alley because there were so many fights taking place there at all times.
Wow.
Kind of badass, but like also not great.
Yeah.
But luckily for John Hurst, those passing through Battle Alley, that after they were done with their fights and throwing blows, they would usually need a place to rest their head for the night after all that traveling, drinking, and fighting. So John Hurst opened this hotel, and he named it after himself at first. So it was known as the Hurst Hotel originally, or sometimes Hurst House, which just sounds like a TikTok home.
Hurst House.
It's kind of a badass name.
It is. I like it.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
spooky. I
Yeah.
feel like it's
Yeah.
Hurst
that's,
House.
that's way spookier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
the
like
Holly
Thirst
Hotel.
House, and it's like hungry for you or thirsty for you, I guess.
He could open a bar and call it the Thirst House.
Oh,
and so
there you
they'd
go.
Be attached.
I like that a lot. There is
like
a bar
that.
outside, so it works out.
And if it was the first one on the block, you could call it First House.
First house, Hurst House, and then stop by
Thirst
Thirst
House
House.
at the Hearst House.
Yes.
And then it can be a rap song.
Oh, there you go.
We invented rap in the
Look at
1800s. I love it.
So he was said to have built it with his wife Lydia in mind, and it showed because the place was absolutely gorgeous. She had very good taste. It had an elegant dining room that many people of social status would dine in. It had running water and electricity, which was a very big luxury at the time. It was 3 stories high, and it was built with brick because John Hurst had previously owned the Exchange Hotel, which burned down on the same site earlier in 1892. I was burying the lead. It's weird that your story had to do with fire because there's so much fire in mine.
You're like, just
good.
kidding. The most fire.
It's a lot.
I like how he learned from the 3 Little Pigs.
Yeah.
Like his house burned down. He was like, make it out of bricks.
That won't happen. You would think that wouldn't happen.
That's the way.
This spot it's got to be haunted by some kind of fire demon.
Ooh.
So unfortunately, Hearst House / Holly Hotel would catch fire more than once over the following years. John Hearst would no longer own the hotel during these disasters, but some people don't think he's ever left in the first place. But before he died, and after he opened the hotel late in 1892, John and his wife Lydia and their children and puppy would often be seen in the hotel. They would have Sunday dinners, and John would always be around to make sure that things were running smoothly. And the Sunday dinners were a really big thing while they were owners. And John was a man that liked everything just so. So he would smoke a cigar as he walked around the hotel and tell everybody what needed to be done. And they said that the family was very happy in the hotel. But sadly, Lydia passed away, the wife, 11 years after the hotel was built. And 1 year after her death in 1904, John got remarried and decided to sell the hotel 2 years after that, in August of 1906.
It's pretty quick, John.
Yeah, he moved on
That's
fast.
recovery. Yeah, no, we're not going to say anything. We're just
I'm just pointing out.
Exactly.
Hey, John, what are you doing, guy?
Quick turnaround, just saying.
Couldn't be an unwed
lonely,
man.
very lonely man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sold the hotel to a man first. He first sold it to a man named Alfred Jones. But after less than a week, the hotel changed hands again, which is kind of sketchy, and was put into a man named F.W. Johnson's name. Now,
That's a much better name.
It's so
to
much
own a
better.
hotel.
Yeah.
FW.
Alfred Jones, what are you even doing
Yeah,
here?
you didn't need to own that hotel.
This is F.W. Johnson's hotel. But during that time, it seems like John Hearst wasn't totally ready to give the hotel up yet. So he was still kind of coming in and checking on things. And I think at first he was actually leasing the hotel for a little bit to kind of see how things were going.
Yeah.
Now, in 1907, the hotel caught fire for the first time. And weirdly, some sources don't recognize that as the first fire. A lot of times you'll hear that this hotel caught fire 2 times, but actually 3.
Ooh.
Oh,
Trying to
wow.
hide that third one.
Yeah, it's probably because this one wasn't the most treacherous fire in the hotel's history.
But like that fire sucked. So
Yeah,
we're not going to
fuck
talk
that
about it.
Loser fire.
Pathetic fire.
Because it also doesn't totally line up with the spookiness of the other 2 fires.
Okay.
Right.
But-
Was anybody injured in these fires?
Not this first one.
Oh,
Okay.
So that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
So there was
Hold
no
on, hold on.
casualties here. so-
Exactly.
Good.
So the first fire in 1907 destroyed the roof, and the damages totaled $5,000. And from my research, it doesn't look like anyone was hurt. And luckily, the hotel was able to be restored in just a few weeks. And when it reopened, it did so under the name Holly Inn. So that's how it got the name. Now, just a year later in 1908, the hotel would see more fiery action, but this time in human form. Carrie Nation, a very well-known activist who was part of the
Yes.
temperance movement,
Who would
came
smash
along.
things with an axe? Exactly.
There you go.
She came along with her axe, Paul. You knew it. And she came with her followers to attack the Holly Inn. They were against alcohol and any establishment that would sell it. So on August 29th, 1908, she and her supporters stormed the town of Holly and would soon head to the inn, literally clubbing people with umbrellas to get into this place.
Damn.
Once they were inside.
Old timey fun.
That is old timey fun.
It's also
Horses and
terrifying.
umbrellas.
Like, those are sharp, especially
Yeah.
back then.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I'd be
totally.
pissed.
I'm
Imagine
so
her just
angry.
running by you and clubbing you with an umbrella. I would be so mad.
I would throw hands.
I would tackle her. Like that would be it.
Honestly. So, and imagine like you own this establishment.
Yeah.
So once they were inside and Carrie got a load of the decor, which included less than modest photos of ladies on the wall.
Oh,
they were a little
boy.
naked.
There you go.
She went bananas and she whipped out her axe and started smashing whiskey bottles and cursing the place. Come on.
God.
So the police were called pretty quickly and Carrie was thrown in jail. And the next day, Governor Fred Warner visited the hotel to address the public incident, which is funny because from that point forward, a lot of governors would come stay at the Holly. Now, the next fire took place on January 19th, 1913. 1 year earlier, the hotel had been sold again to a man named Joseph P. Allen, and he changed the name to the Allendorf Hotel. which was a bit of a nod to the Waldorf Hotel.
That's a terrible name.
I was just going to say, come on.
And it wasn't even original because he was just ripping off the Waldorf.
Yeah, no.
And it's
the
like
Allendorf.
That just sounds like somebody's evil headquarters.
If I ever get a hotel,
Exactly.
I'm gonna name it the Alaina Dorf.
The Urquhart Dorf.
The Urkdorf.
The Urkdorf. I like the Urkdorf, actually.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. But this fire again destroyed the upper roof, and this time the upper 2 floors. But Alan was again able to rebuild, and it doesn't look like anyone was hurt. Now, when he did, he lowered the roof, which actually got rid of the upper 2 floors that were in the towers of the hotel. Now, the hotel was still multiple stories, but he hoped that it would actually solve the fire issue that seemed to always happen on the roof. And like they would find the source of the fire, but it wouldn't make sense. Like they'd be like, yeah, this started here, but why?
Because I was going to say, I love how he's like, I don't know. Let's try just getting rid of a couple of stories and seeing if that stops the fires from starting.
The problem.
I don't know.
Like, get somebody in here.
But so while he was remodeling, he redid the hotel, and he did it mostly in a Victorian style. There was dark wood, deep velvet fabric, which I don't know if you want to decorate your hotel with velvet directly after a fire.
I would chance it.
You know,
I would chance
there
it.
you go. It's worth it.
I love a velvet
The
moment.
Allendorf is starting to sound very,
right?
pretty swanky. Lots of lace details were incorporated. Stained glass was incorporated.
This is kind of goth.
Yeah,
I'm
Alan's
liking
really
it.
going for it.
Yeah.
He also
Go
ordered
Alfred.
some of the finest china he could.
Of course he did. He's Alan. This is the Allendorf.
Yes.
So I expect nothing less.
I'm saying the new accoutrements attracted people from all over the world, and the hotel again was bustling with the world's finest guests in no time. And these people would wear their most luxurious clothing to attend the Sunday dinner, which was
I
still
want to
huge.
go there.
Right? This is seeming right up your alley right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Except
think-
when Carrie comes in and smashes everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. Party pooper.
We don't want that. Get out of here, Carrie.
Exactly.
It's funny. There's actually a bar named after her in Boston, and I had my engagement photos done there.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm really sticking it to Carrie.
She needs to read a copy of Cocktail Time and
She does.
Right?
lighten up.
She
Lighten
needs
up,
to see the
exactly.
aesthetic of it all.
Yeah. Grow up, Carrie. Have some grown-up fun. But so Sunday dinners were huge, but now they cost 50 cents to get into. So it was a little exclusive.
Look out.
And again, this is post-depression, so it was a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So that's a lot.
Yeah. Now, as the years passed, the hotel would survive 2 world wars, the Depression, and a lot of other crazy stuff. But as those years went by, less and less people were traveling through the town. The nearby opera house had closed its doors, and then eventually the nearby theater would do the same. And the bustling life in Holly just wasn't so bustly anymore.
Oh, poor
So
Ollie.
by the 70s, the hotel soon just became a regular old hotel where people could stay. You could get pizza there if you wanted to and a beer.
Oh, I'm out.
But it was
Forget it.
and it would again catch fire.
Of course it did.
This fire took place on January 19th, 1978. And get this, exactly 65 years to the day, to the hour, some people say, of the last fire.
Really?
Because they
65
introduced
years.
pizza and beer.
On the dot.
That's exactly
This
it.
demon liked the elegance.
It was like, no eleganza.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm going to explode a gonza.
He's like, you know
Came
what?
back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to get a nice dinner. Oh, pizza.
He's like, what?
Boo.
Beer? Like,
Let's
no.
light
a
this
match.
place.
Yeah, it's like,
Burn it to the ground.
up you go. How weird, though. That's weird.
That's really crazy.
To the day. That's crazy.
To the hour, some people say.
Wow.
I wasn't there, so I don't know.
You were?
Not in the 70s. Although I wish.
You belonged there, though.
I did. So this fire was due to faulty wiring, I guess. They were able to find the source of this one.
Yeah.
And the new owner, George Kutlianos, I'm going to say. Sorry, George.
Sorry, George.
Sorry, George. He quickly got to work afterwards, and he restored the hotel to all its original glory.
Oh.
I think he kind of took a note and was like, bad things are happening. Let's put this
Bring
back
the
where it's
elegance
supposed to be.
back.
Yeah.
He took great pride in the project. He used a ton. You know that feeling when you come home late from work and those puppy dog eyes just pierce right through your soul? Or when you're packing for a trip and your cat refuses to leave your suitcase? Yeah, we've all been there. Pet parent guilt is real. And you know what? It's completely normal. That's exactly why Hill's Pet Nutrition exists. They understand that being a pet parent means being human, with all of our imperfections and daily juggling acts. Hill's science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible. Whether it's those long work days or trying to balance attention between multiple pets, Hill's Pet Nutrition gets it.
They've created science-based nutrition that supports your pet's lifelong health so you can feel confident even when life gets hectic. Because you're only human, there's Hills. Science does more. Ready to let go of the guilt? Find the right food at hillspet.com/podcast. That's hillspet.com/podcast. Do you remember in school when you just knew that your teacher had a favorite of everything? They would always use the same blue dry erase marker when they wrote on the board, or they would talk nonstop about their favorite element during science. I had a teacher once that literally had a favorite brand of marker. She would only write with specific markers, and if another marker ended up in her classroom, she was TO'd. And honestly, I was probably her favorite student because at the end of the year, I got her that specific brand of marker. Let's talk about their real favorite thing though, their favorite tissue brand. Kleenex. According to Teacher List, they are the #1 facial tissue trusted by teachers. Kleenex Ultra Soft tissues are silky soft to help prevent skin irritation, and now you can take them anywhere with Kleenex Snap and Go. I absolutely love Kleenex Snap and Go. It's so perfect to have that in your car. I had a cold last week and I was just... Honey, my nose was a faucet. I hate to do this to you, but it was disgusting. Drew literally came out of our garage with like 15 of the Kleenex Snap and Goes, and I put those in my glove compartment, and honey, they were easy access. It was so nice knowing that I didn't have to blow my nose into like an old wrapper that I had. Ew. So do the best thing for your kids' teachers and stock up on the ultimate classroom favorite. Maybe it'll make them their teacher's favorite student. They definitely have a favorite. Don't even get me started because again, you know it was me. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
One of the original elements of the hotel, and he used everything original that he could when he rebuilt. The stair railing from the 1800s that led to the upper floors of the hotel is now a railing on the main floor. The back bar of the hotel was reconstructed using materials that were actually in the first Cunningham's drugstore, which is nearby.
Oh.
And the doorway arches were reconstructed to allow full access to all of the main floors, the dining rooms, and the banquet halls.
Wow.
So once it reopened, it finally became known officially as just Holly Hotel, not the Holly Inn, and opened up as a restaurant this time where you could also stay. And fun fact, since it reopened in 1979, every state governor has eaten there.
Whoa.
And President George H.W. Bush also did his campaign in 1992 and dined there. But soon after the Holly was reopened, just, had to put that in there. He was there, yay. So soon after the Holly was reopened, moving away from that, it became...
I feel like he did that. I don't know. That's
he ate and he did. He had a pizza.
Yeah.
It became super popular again. And it was also put on the National Register of Historic Places in the U.S. And since then, many guests who have spent time at the hotel say they've had their own paranormal experience.
Yeah.
One famous professor of parapsychology, and actually somebody who was trying to debunk the haunted claims of everybody, was Norman Gauthier. And he visited the hotel in 1989, like I said, fully intent on debunking all the haunts. But instead, he left saying that the place was truly, quote unquote, loaded with spirits.
Oh.
Wow.
I love the idea that he was like, nah, nothing's real here, and left, and he was like, don't go there.
He's like, it's literally the cup overfloweth with spirits. Like, they are packed.
They are there. So one of the main haunts that people will tell you about is that they smell cigar smoke.
I knew the cigar was going to come back.
I told you.
Yes.
Now, they say it seemingly comes out of nowhere, and like Paul remembered, if you remember, the original owner, John Hurst, was a big cigar smoker. He did pass away in the 1920s, but people who smell the cigars or who see his full body apparition.
Hell yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still hanging out at the hotel, making sure that things are being kept in tip-top shape.
People who actually see him are like, I don't know,
think
maybe
he's
he's
there.
hanging around. I think
that's
I
John.
think he is. Yeah.
But people will see him wearing a knee-length coat paired with his top hat. Oh, top hat, full circle, Paul.
Oh, look at
Wait
that.
a minute. Here we go.
Look at
See?
that.
It's me.
That's you.
And they sometimes even see him smoking a cigar.
That's a great way to come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
I guess
Fully decked,
yeah,
smoking a
Yeah,
cigar.
totally.
just like
Cigar
as you
going.
were.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it. But he showed up a lot during the 70s when the renovations were going on. And some people think that was possibly because he wasn't happy about them. But in my mind, since the hotel was being restored to its original glory, he probably just wanted to oversee it and make sure everything was going well.
Yeah.
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 I mean, this smells to me like whatever spirits are in this hotel were fancy spirits.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
And, you know, so then when the place was nice, but then when it fell into pizza time, then they're like, all right, burn that shit down.
Yeah, they were like, start anew.
They were like, fault these wires. We're doing this.
Fault these wires.
Yeah. I think he was just maybe frustrated that he technically wasn't in charge anymore if there was anything going on there.
I was going to say, because I know that I will come back and be frustrated that I am no longer in charge of things.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just be like overseeing everybody all the time.
Especially if they're not going so great to begin with.
Yeah. He's just
like if somebody starts tearing stuff out of our house, I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
You'd be like,
I'm going
wait
to
a
haunt you.
second.
Yeah, I'm going to start a fire.
I'm going to fault the wires.
Hands off that wooden door.
Exactly.
That's mine.
People have also heard him in a more jovial way when they hear faint baritone laughter that many believe is him.
That's adorable.
And there have actually been previous hotel goers who say they've seen him and heard him speak.
Ooh.
But that
Really?
seems to be a pretty rare occurrence.
Now, what's he laughing at? Like if I was in the bathroom, I heard laughing. I don't think, I think I would enjoy that. Exactly.
There's certain times in your life
Coming
where
out
if you
of the
hear
shower.
like
What's so
baritone
funny?
laughter, you're like, why are you laughing at me? I don't know about this.
I think he's just happy.
Yeah, he's just John.
Now, this one I love. People also claim that the Hearst family dog still roams the halls.
That's the
Oh,
best.
yay.
They say that barking with no source has been reported, and it's been heard by many of the chefs who work the first morning shift. And some guests have seen a dog similar to a rat terrier tearing down the hallways, which is exactly kind of the dog they had.
Ooh.
And sometimes the pup will even brush up against your leg.
Oh my God, I would die.
So cute.
I would die.
Exactly.
So they think
Maybe
that
that's how they're explaining the little rat issue.
Right? They're like,
oh, that's actually a
that's
dog.
the dog.
It's
of
an
the
adorable
owner.
dog ghost.
Yeah.
That barking you hear, a dog. And that dog's name was Leona Hearst, the Hearst family pup.
Leona?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
How sweet.
Leona Hearst.
Really? Oh.
That's amazing.
I think it's a perfect name. I love that's what ritzy people name their dog.
my favorite thing is dogs named like straight up human names. too.
Oh, no, it's the greatest.
Like
I was
that
wondering
Kevin.
to have a dog like Ted or something.
Yeah, that's
My fiance has a dog named Ted.
yes.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
He was named after Theodore Roosevelt.
There you go. We saw a dog at the dog park once named Kevin, and I thought that's like the best name for a dog.
Our dog was almost named Kevin.
Oh my
We
God.
got him when I was doing Ghostbusters. And it was a toss-up. Do we call him Buster? Like G-Buster is his name. Or should we call him Kevin? And we took all these in the park. We took a survey of people in the park, and Kevin lost out by like 2 votes.
Oh,
So
but
it
Buster
almost was
is
a
a good
Kevin.
one too.
I like
though.
G-Buster.
Yeah,
That's
I like
cute.
G-Buster. What kind of dog do you have?
He's a Scotty. Scottish Terrier.
Oh, so cute.
Oh,
So cute.
I love it.
The best.
I love that. So that's their family dog.
oh,
Now, the next haunt
Leona.
is another one that will appeal to your sense of smell. Many people will get whiffs of perfume, again, seemingly out of nowhere.
Oh.
And the perfume is described as being a flowery and sweet scent. And many people believe that it belongs to one of the former hostesses at the hotel, Miss Nora Kane.
ooh.
Wow.
Now, on good authority from the staff at the hotel, she's most often spotted in the bar area, which makes sense because she worked there, and in the back hallway, which used to be the main entrance to the hotel. Now, Nora is also known to be, or was also known to be, a music lover in her day. So now the piano will start playing with no source, and people think it's Nora.
That's the best.
She also loves a good wedding. Pretty much any time there's a wedding at the Holly, she will show up in the background of people's photos.
You need to get married at the Holly.
I know. I'm gonna call my.
Why are you not
I'm gonna
getting
call
married
my
there?
venue later.
Yeah.
Now, does the caterer charge you for that?
For that extra head.
Ghost? Exactly.
If she's eating dinner, she's got to pay. Trust me.
That's
They're
right,
stingy with that. But people will look back on their photos and they'll know it's her because there's actually a photo of her hanging in the lobby of the hotel. Now, when people who haven't seen that photo spot Nora in their pictures, they describe her as graceful, small, and wearing a dress.
She's small.
Small. But what's weird is that they usually say she doesn't appear to them completely. Her body is seemingly cut off at the ends. And she only materializes down to her knees.
I don't
But,
love that.
She had legs.
I don't love
Yeah.
that.
So as soon as they're...
Did she meet her demise,
Yeah.
like getting cut in half or anything?
No.
Or? Oh,
Oof.
okay.
She didn't die that way. So
Like,
weird.
like
what
her
the
legs,
hell's
I
that
guess.
about? Yeah.
Yeah, and she's actually not the only one that shows up like that. But
Oh.
as soon as people who don't know who she is and they're like, who's this in my photo, are shown the photo in the lobby, they immediately say that's her. Like, that's the one.
Nora.
Wow.
Crazy.
She's just still partying.
But like I said, she's not the only ghost that shows up to people cut off at the knees. There was once a Native American man spotted in one of the dining rooms. He was actually spotted by owner Chrissy, who owns the hotel with her husband George. It was a Thursday morning, she said, back in February of 1996, and she was getting ready for the Thursday afternoon tea event. She said it was early in the morning, so she was just checking out the room, seeing what they needed to get ready for the day. And she said as she walked into the dining room, she saw this man kind of hovering there, cut off at the knees.
What?
She said they locked eyes, and she said he was, quote, just as real as anything else in the room, except that he had no feet. Now, strangely...
and was like floating.
And was floating. But strangely, this is the first and last time he's ever been seen at the hotel.
Wow.
She's the only one to have seen him, but she is adamant that she saw him.
Just passing through.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
one of the final and said to be the most active of the haunts takes place in the kitchen. And this one's really creepy, and I need to know so much more about this, but there's not a lot on it. There's either one or two children who really love to get chaotic with it in the kitchen.
I don't like kid ghosts.
I don't either. And some people actually believe that if it's one ghost, that it's Nora Kane's daughter. And they think actually that is why Nora's wearing black in her photo. They say she's wearing a morning dress
Ooh.
in the lobby. Now, it's unclear whether or not there's any validity to that. But there's also a theory that it could be the ghost of a little girl who was killed in a nearby accident at a stable down the road. Or actually, excuse me, not down the road. The stable is where the parking lot of the hotel is now.
Oh.
It used to be a stable.
Uh-oh.
So whether it's
Ancient
one
burial
ghost...
ground.
Yeah, seriously.
Never good.
But never. Watch
Never.
Poltergeist.
So whether it's one ghost or two, they're actually having the time of their life in that kitchen. And this is where I don't like this. They are most drawn to the meat cleaver.
Oh, jeez.
What
There
the
we-
fuck?
Yes.
What
I didn't
happens
see
with
that coming.
meat
they,
cleaver?
they just move around the meat cleaver throughout the kitchen.
Oh my God.
And
That's upsetting.
They move other things, but they say the thing that is most often moved is the meat cleaver. I'm like, they are trying to tell you something and you are not listening.
I thought you were going
Yeah.
to say something cute like
No.
the standing mixer.
No.
Because it makes cakes. Like, it's
No,
like-
they're not interested in cakes. They're interested
No.
in pulverizing.
Wow.
So creepy. Now,
That's
this ghost
upsetting.
also loves to run up and down the stairs of the hallway. And one of the possible two of them appeared during a seance in the 90s and was described as being between 9 and 13 years old, which is exactly how I describe most children. I'm like,
was
they're
just
between
gonna
6
say.
and 24
I'm terrible at
Fits.
saying ages.
with red hair. And during that seance, the little girl was the only ghost to show herself.
It was me.
That's what, I knew you were going to say that. You do look between 9 and 13.
There you go.
And then honorable mention goes to the third floor of the hotel, which is rumored to be closed off because of the hauntings that are just too much to handle.
Oh, I love that.
They're not even reported. But get this. Most recently, in June of 2022, the hotel caught fire again.
Oh no.
John-
So this is
unhappy.
like the fourth fire. It's
Right.
currently closed actually temporarily while they are trying to rebuild it. But the fire this time was so bad that it actually destroyed many other buildings nearby.
Ooh.
Oh
And
no.
they're
Ooh,
hoping they
sick.
can reopen during summertime in 2023. And luckily, they say they still have a lot of important historical paintings and photos thanks to Fire Chief Steve McGee. So shout out to him and his
Steve
responding
McGee.
firefighters.
You know,
Hell
he's
yeah.
The real McGee.
Yeah, they were able to run in there and take all the
Oh,
good
good.
stuff,
The important
before,
historical stuff.
before it got
Wow.
destroyed.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Were they?
So-
Did they start serving pizza again? Is that why
That's
the
what I
place
was
burned
wondering. Like, what's
Maybe
going
that's
on?
it. I would think that George and Chrissy wouldn't serve pizza. They know
Yeah.
better.
down?
Yeah.
I think you'd learn your lesson by then.
Not
know.
Joge.
Not
George.
George wouldn't, and George wouldn't
Yeah,
either.
he would not.
But yeah, if you're ever in Michigan, stay at the Holly Hotel and let us know what you
Yeah.
see.
And go drive down Dice Road.
No, don't do
Well,
that.
yeah. Well, it must have been a great place to work if nobody wanted to leave it, even after they died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
John
Yeah.
really liked it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
loved it. And I love
John
that
likes
Nora
it.
just plays the piano.
Yeah, she loves it.
It's very White Lotus if you watch that.
Some of the time of her
Oh, there
life.
you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you've been to the Magic Castle. You've been there where they got Irma, the piano that.
No,
plays.
but I want. We're going to be going.
Yeah,
there.
we are actually. Is
Oh, you
that
are?
haunted?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's very fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what, because I was going to say when you said play the piano, they have those that play on their own.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So people
Well,
are probably
there
just
you
like,
go
yeah.
up and you go ask it a question and it answers you in songs.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's cool.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
Oh yeah, it's really fun.
I
Really
like
fun.
that a lot.
That's really rad.
Well, this was so much fun. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having me. First of all, I just had the greatest time. I love you guys. And also, it's fun to hear some good Michigan ghost stories.
Yay.
I know. Now you're going to have something to talk about when you go back to Michigan.
That is for sure.
Next
You
time
can warn
home.
everybody.
That's right. No, thanks so much. It was just so much fun. And I just, honestly, this is the best podcast going. So
Oh,
thank you so
thanks.
much.
Well,
so much fun.
you are welcome back anytime.
Yes.
Anytime you want to hear some more spooky stories, we would be happy to have you.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. Thanks so much.
Perfect.
All right, guys, go watch School of Good and Evil. Go get Cocktail Time. I will link it all. Go do all the things that Paul Feig did. Go watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
And Bridesmaids.
Yeah, exactly. And pour yourself a nice gin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Fall in love with Mr. Poole again, everybody.
Oh, yes. The whole country. It was so big at one point.
There you
the
go.
love of Mr. Poole. That's right. I think I had
We'll bring it back.
a balloon in the Macy's parade. I think I was floating over.
We
it
can
that
make
weird.
it happen. Yeah, keep it
Yeah.
that weird.
Keep it so weird that there is a Mr. Pool parade in the Macy, a Mr.
God,
Pool
yes.
float. And no, a parade.
Yeah, just
Can I
for
join-
it.
Can I join you in the Keep It Weird?
Yes.
Oh, good. Excellent.
All right. We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
Keep
Keep it weird.
Woo!
And that's so weird that you burned down a hotel.
There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
I tried.
It was perfect.
Oh, I loved it.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in, and that's too late. SimpliSafe is changing that.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
We don't just alert, we stop crime before it starts. SimpliSafe, plan starting around $1 a day. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/SXM or with promo code SXM.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.
You wouldn't take financial advice from a 72 hours in a single day alpha influencer, would you? Same goes if you're in a car accident or any accident. Who you choose matters. That's why Morgan & Morgan exists. They're the largest injury law firm in America, and they've built a reputation by actually winning cases, not just talking about it. Over 1,000 lawyers across all 50 states and $30 billion recovered. Injured? Go to forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast.